Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's first episode of the Duggan Daily Dish. Tonight we'll be making chicken parmesan sandwiches, which is the first meal that I ever made for Sean when we became a married couple, so yay! So let's get started. Okay, so normally when I do these recipes, I will stick to the actual ingredients and the actual sizes and everything. However, sometimes I will make it a little bit less. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Because there's only two of us, and most of the meals I make actually are like a casserole or something. So I'm not really changing any of the ingredients or sizes of ingredients. But since there's only two of us and we're making chicken sandwiches, this actually calls for 4 sandwiches. So I'm going to cut everything in half, but I am going to let you know what the actual real ingredient sizes are and what your measurements are. And I will actually have the recipe following the video, so you can actually get to that if you want to make it yourself. So let's get started. The first thing I have is I'll give you the real measurements. Actually, like I said, it's going to be 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're just going to mix them, and I did that right here. So, and all you're going to do is you're going to dredge the chicken in flour, and it's just a little bit of a coating to try to get a little bit of a breading on there. This one's a little bit healthier, which is I'm sure some of you will like. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take our chicken and dredge it in the pan, just like so, just to get a little bit of coating on there. Okay, so the next step is we're going to cook our spinach a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to put 1 teaspoon of olive oil into your pan. I use a lot of olive oil, which is why I buy a big pan. Okay, so I'll put a teaspoon of olive oil in there, and we're going to let this heat up a little bit so it gets a little bit hot. Now this recipe actually calls for 2 bags of 6-ounce spinach. I think that's way too much. With making 4 before, I don't even go through a whole bag. Now, spinach will wilt as it cooks, but it never gets done that small, so I never put that much in there. Being as we're going to make 2 sandwiches, I'm just going to put a couple handfuls in there. So let's have this heat up, and I'll be right back before we put the spinach in. Okay, so my oil is heated up, and like I said, I'm just going to throw a couple handfuls of the wilted spinach in there, or not wilted, spinach. Usually about 2 handfuls will do it. Excuse my artery. And then you're just going to wilt this down about 2 to 3 minutes until it's shrunken up a little bit inside. We'll do that. Okay, so we wilted down the spinach. I'll tilt my pan here a little bit so you can see. It's perfect for just the 2 of us. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take the spinach and just transfer it into a bowl, and then put your bowl aside. Okay, so next we're going to cook the chicken. So again, you're going to need a teaspoon of oil. Okay. Teaspoon of oil in here. We're going to give that about a couple seconds to reheat up a little bit, and then we're going to stick our chicken in. I like to spread the oil around a little bit so I get a good coating on my pan. Okay, so you're just going to cook these 1 to 2 minutes per side, just to get the flour cooking. So we'll let that cook, and I'll be right back. As a side note, these are thin chicken breasts, so that's the kind that you want if they're too thick for you, you can smack them down between a pan or a mallet. So, but I always buy the thin chicken breast because they're easier to cook, less time, a little bit healthier too. So we'll see when they're done. Okay, so it's been about a minute, so we're gonna flip the chicken. I'm sorry, it's been about 2 minutes, I apologize. We're gonna flip the chicken, get that nice golden color. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so our chicken's about done. So I'm going to transfer it to a baking sheet. We're going to put these chicken Parmesan sandwiches together. Okay, so time to make these puppies put together. I have the broiler on high, so I'm going to take a few more minutes to finish this up. So what I'm going to do, and I apologize for cutting off my head, this is my first video, so give me a chance, is the spinach that we wilted, we're just going to put right on top of that chicken. Like I said, that's perfect for me and my husband. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put the tomatoes, this is marinara sauce, and this is a half a cup, like I said, it calls for a cup. I'm making a half because obviously there's half of the meal here, so we're just going to pour this right on top. A little bit extra. We like making messes in this kitchen. Sean gets sick and he's not joking. Usually me. It's both of us. The team effort. Okay, so I put the marinara sauce on, and now we're just going to sprinkle some of the Parmesan cheese on. This is grated Parmesan cheese. I have that green tub, you know. This is about 1/4 a cup, so really we're looking for 1/2 a cup for chicken sandwiches. So go ahead and sprinkle that on top of the marinara sauce and spinach and chicken. Okay. And then you are going to top it off with shredded mozzarella cheese. We love cheese in this house. Cheese and garlic. You'll see a lot of that in my recipes here. So, okay. So, like I said, I have the broiler on high. So now we're going to stick it under the broiler for about 3 minutes until everything melts and starts to fuse together. And then we're going to stick it on sandwich buns, and then we're going to eat it. So, there you go. I'll see you back here when the broiled chicken is done. Okay, so our sandwiches are done, as you can see. Oh, wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. So, 9 o'clock, I'm pretty hungry. This is the kind of day that we sometimes have. We eat late, but there you go. So, hope you like my video. Like I said, first video, give me a couple tries before you get annoyed with me. Let me know what you like, what you think you like to see, and I will see you next time. Enjoy!